If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They start the drive with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. His pass caught at the 4. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Off the play fake, McMillan. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. They're going to try and throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Seven Pirates, 70 Rangers.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMillan, and he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Come back, team! Buffalo 18!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On first down, McMillan.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker.
But those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Right, 60. Black Ultra.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tua going to try and run. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Shot, 17. Ready.
They'll run for it. This is White. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's Jackson. A little juke.
Come on, set. 22 needle.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Blue. Ready?
Tua now on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. White running to the left. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On the ready.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Watch it. 6. Red, cycle.
Tua sets up to pass it. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, last. Red,
Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevented him from making another catch to his big start.
Let's go now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Madden.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to White. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's White. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action, now it's Tua. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Madden. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMillan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll go up the middle with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Hawk 70, rig alert, rig alert. 19 targets.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Ready?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Head in the street, head in the street.
Back to throw. McMillan. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Tua has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the double.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 39,
Tua. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as